told you not to go inside. For good reason.
Hello viewers and potential subscribers, you are watching Unknown Emerald, and welcome to the Aspect of Terra, my brand new infection map on Halo 5. This map, as you already know, has been inspired by Halo Infinite, and I just love the Banished architecture. I love mixing the Flood with the Banished architecture. I'm 99% sure we will see the return of the Flood in Halo Infinite. It will be a very lost opportunity if that is not the case, so I went ahead and made a kind of like a theme where we have a Banished outpost and the Flood has seen it, was like, yum yum yum, we're gonna take it over, and that's exactly what they have done. They've gone in and they have annihilated every single brute or covenant. Well, it wouldn't be really Covenant, I guess. We'll just be Banished faction at this point, because the elites and grunts and the jackals that are still with the Banished, they're not really the Covenant anymore, are they? So yeah, there will be the Banished faction, and they have been annihilated by the Flood. So yeah, I was trying really hard to go for this Banished architecture feel, and I think I've done a very good job. I know the Banished take in from the humans, the Covenant, and even the Forerunner, because they currently live on the Forerunner ring, so I would assume that they have maybe taken a little bit from the Forerunner architecture as well. So I've been trying to go for this look over here a little bit. My PC is a little bit laggy, so I do apologize for that, and I was trying to mix in the Covenant theme. For example, over here you have kind of like a Covenant barrier, I suppose you would say, and over here the Forerunner pallets, then the human kind of like rectangular structures over here. So I think I've done a very good job with the overall aesthetic, and for the walls I'm extremely happy with how the walls turned out. I was trying to do something for kind of like the bland areas. So for example, over here I kind of left it bland because I was reaching the limit of what Halo 5 Forge can handle, and I went for this hexagonal feel for the walls. So I was trying to go for this pattern all around the inside of this outpost, and I think it adds towards this layer of immersion that you are actually inside this Banished kind of like building. So I think I've done a very good job in that regard. Now, as you explore the bottom sections of this outpost, you notice more and more of the Flood infestation, and the main aesthetic regarding that is this crashed spirit over here, the Banished spirit that has been grounded by the Flood, and they can no longer leave the landing zone. So the Banished have been kind of like stuck over here ever since the spirit has been taken over by the Flood, as that was their last means of escape. And now, since it has been grounded, the few remaining units that were stationed at this outpost have been annihilated. The spirit also offers a nice little weapon over here, the gravity hammer. So the gravity hammer is, of course, a brute weapon. Oh, a little bit of lag over there. Oh god, the lag. That's what happens when you play on Halo 5 PC Forge. It's a little bit unexpected regarding that. But you have a gravity hammer that can be used on the standard version of Infection if you were to choose to play on that. Now, as you start looking more and more at this room, you will notice similarities between this and an already existing infection map called Black Friday. So I really enjoyed this room on the map Black Friday on Infection, but unfortunately the map itself suffered a lot from the humans just being way too overpowered on this section of the map. So what I have done is added a lot more alternative ways for the infected to use to make their way up over here and kind of like surprise the humans from a lot of different angles. And also another thing, of course, I have added is just change the overall map layout outside of this room to make the other sections kind of like suitable for holding out a little bit more as well, because usually the humans will want to hold out in that main room because it seemed like the most safe area, but I also wanted to add a little bit more of that on the outside, so if the humans were to choose to hold out in this cave, for example, it would be a very nice area as well because they have very clear sight lines. There's fewer ways to get over here than there is in the main room where the crashed spirit is. Also, as you walk up this ramp, you notice the flood tank sitting up there. I think it's a little bit scary. I'd imagine someone walking up over here, not playing this map before, seeing this, would kind of like poop the pants a little bit because oh my god, it's the flood, and it looks very realistic. And there is also another flood creature over here. What do you call them? The flood carriers, maybe? I don't know what you call them. You guys tell me. I completely forgot. But as you walk around the map, you notice kind of like I added those two creatures to even further immerse yourself in the flood aesthetic. And also a few other weapons spread around the map. So there's of course a few shotguns, there's a few assault rifles. I also added what do you call them? A few brute plasma rifles, and I believe one of them is over here. So once again, adding towards this brute aesthetic because the Banished are mainly brutes, so they have you want to have access towards brute weapons. And for some reason I thought that we had the spiker in Halo 5, but that is not the case. So we do not have the spiker anymore. I think the last Halo that had it was Halo Reach, maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, kind of like thought that we had the spiker, and I was like, where is the spiker? I can't find it, but it turns out we do not have it. But if we did, then I would have added that onto this map, of course. And I don't know, maybe I will even make this map in Halo Infinite because it came out very, very well, and I'm really happy with the overall aesthetic of how it turned out. Now, another map I took a little bit of inspiration from was the Crypt by Wyvern Zoo, and the inspiration I took from it was for the skybox. So if I turn into the Forge Boy over here, you will notice that I have added chromas surrounding the entirety of the top section of the map to kind of like encase you in this nighttime effect. So the chromas prevent you from seeing the night box. So if I were to remove a chroma over here, now you see the skybox, and if I were to turn it into the Forge Ball, well, it doesn't look as appealing as it would have with it, you know, it looks completely terrible. But if I were to just quickly add it back in, like so, it closes you in and it gives you this nice nighttime effect that you are over here and it is pitch black and you can't really see the sun or anything or the clouds. So yeah, and the smoke as well, the actual fog on this map adds towards that layer as well. And if I were to go into the map settings real quick, it's a little bit laggy once again because I am freeze every now and then because my PC is not the best. I am so sorry. But if I were to go into the map options, what I've chose was Amber's medium for the effects, and the filter is aging. So if I were to change the filter around, there's a lot of different filters, but I think the aging one works the best for the flood theme. So the only negative thing with this effect was the color of the red kind of like turned a little bit more bright, so it's not as red as it could have been, but there's no way around it. I think it still works, it still looks very nice, you know. Other effects would have made the flood theme a little bit weaker, you know, so there's nothing in between that worked best for both of the colors. And if I were to change it to a different red, I mean, it will still look kind of like similar-ish. I tried it and it just didn't work. Any better if I was to try and add a different red effect to it. Now, a few more other things I added are the vines over here, so the vines kind of like spread around the map a little bit to add towards this flood aesthetic, and a few more crates for the Banished theme. Let's see, what else can I really talk about this map? The walls I'm really proud of as well. The walls, I have used bridges to make the walls over here, so if I were to take, oh, that's the wall over here. If I were to take the bridge, I used these pieces, so this would have usually been used as a floor, but I used it as a wall instead, and I think that worked very well. I know it's a little bit pitch black, you can't really see it that well, but if I just turn it around, you still can't see it. Oh my god, it's so difficult. Come on, there we go. So this is the bridge piece that you would have usually used for a floor, but I tilted it upside down, and it works very well as a wall as well, and I kind of like duplicated that to make the effect a little bit stronger. You go through the spirit over here, and a few covenant barriers, as you can see over here, have been added on the inside. A few crates that have been changed. I changed the color of the crates to red and black, and I also added this over here, which is just a block, so a simple block, and a few of these pieces which are just struts, I guess you could say. Yeah, they're just called struts, and I added them to the corners to add this effect that it's a little bit more of a Banished crate. Also this is just a floor, a shotgun over here, so these pieces are just floors, and I think they look a little bit like crates when they are left alone on the side. A little bit of a covenant theme over here, so this is a covenant brazier, I think it is, a fire pit. yeah, a fire pit for the Covenant, and I added one on each corner. Oh, also a splinter grenade, which I just walked over here. There's a splinter grenade over here for those who want to see splinter grenades. Also this over here, I was trying to go for like I guess a stack effect with the crates, and what I've used is actually just a bridge corner. So a bridge corner like this, and it has a red piece on the side, on either one of the sides over here. So yeah, I used that, and I think it looks Banished-ish. Oh my god, I'm just making up a new vocabulary as I'm talking through this map. It's so new to me. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed this walkthrough of the Aspect of Terror, my brand new Halo Infinite inspired infection map on Halo 5. I'm gonna be uploading some gameplay eventually. I do want to get the Series X because my current Xbox is broken, so that's why I'm forging the Halo 5 PC. But since I live in the UK, it is very rare for it to be in stock, and whenever it is gone within minutes. So I'm just trying to get lucky at the moment to get the Series X, so I can eventually, start recording some gameplay of these maps that I'm making. I'm making a lot of infection maps right now because I just love infection, and yeah, I might even make something else regarding the Banished and Flood theme, who knows. But yeah, this map has been a lot of fun to forge. I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough and the little trailer at the beginning. I hope you guys will give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. So see you.